Okay, so let's talk some more CTF strategy on Sidewinder, one of the original maps.
Capture the flag.
Most experienced capture the flag players are going to immediately grab a ghost, and they're going to go for the power-ups before using what I would call the dominant strategy. So you grenade right behind the power-ups from the other set, and that'll push them over where they usually can't grab them. And once you've got a hang on that, it's easy. Usually quickly pick up these grenades. And most players are going to rocket down as fast as they can, grab it, and then try to beeline back to the tunnel. This is a very good strategy. It works more than it doesn't.
Red team has the flag.
Just make sure to try to aim to where you're not hitting walls, because you don't want to have a physics interaction that stops you or slows you down too much. You want to break line of sight as quick as possible. Make sure to be mindful of sniping positions. It might be good to back into there. A lot of people are going to want to jump down. I do think the tunnel is a better option in case there's also sniper fire there. I would practice facing that way when you come out. Less likely to be sniped from the front in a ghost.
Red team score.
Okay, if you watch my video on vehicle ejecting, I want to show off this will only work if you're a red. It's a lot harder to do the other way. There's not a good angle for it. But basically, I'm going to vehicle eject into their base. And this could be useful if there's a big group up front spawning and you're worried they're just going to nuke your ghost. So if I see a bunch of people, what I might do is drive right up to here, eject, and try to use my momentum to carry me to the door. They'll wonder what the hell made that ghost drop, and hopefully you can get inside. Another really solid strategy, I would say, is you can take a group on foot through the teleporters, and that works, especially if they're solid players. But even just one or two people, by driving, I would prefer a Warthog because it's less likely to be killed. You're just a harder target than if you're in a ghost, but you basically would drive it into this room. Make sure you're facing the right way to exit quickly. Grab it, go right back up. And hopefully, because you're in that Warthog escaping, you're less likely to get sniped by someone who made it up to the top floor behind you. The whole spin to not flip trick is very useful here. Like so. You know, grab that overshield if you want, but you might not want to stop that long. And just try to break line of sight from their base in that cliff as quickly as possible. Now, just for display purposes, you can get up on both sides. Obviously, that ramp is easy. This one's a little harder, but very doable. It's really just about positioning it right and keeping speed over this bump so it doesn't stop you.
Red team has the flag. Blue team flag.
Fit through this gap. But yeah, same principle both sides. Very useful tactic. Just make sure to reorient so you can get out quick. I think another thing that can be useful is parking a Banshee on the second floor. Whoa, too far of a launch. This will be harder if you've got people firing on you, but if you're lucky enough to fly in a moment where things are a little calmer, this can be a good tactic. So basically, you're going to fly up to this second floor window, you're going to face the other way and reverse into it to where it's stable. And thus, the thing won't fall to the ground.
Red team has the
grab
flag.
it, hopefully no one spawns in here. And you're going to want to immediately fly for the gap on the left, and you're going to try to get on that cliff as quickly as possible. You want to break line of sight. That is how you survive as a flag carrier more often than not. Fly up to this door, turn around, get out. Home sweet home. You can do this quickly without, if they'll say I'm being fired upon, just kind of quick drop. But having that thing to escape can be very useful.
Red team has the flag.
Another thing to consider
flag return
is that sometimes people will kind of expect you to take the most common route most people would use. So if I grab the flag and I can't get back out front, I don't have a vehicle to escape in, most people are going to try to go straight through the teleporter and they're going to get sniped. So sometimes it might be useful to then drop down and try to steal one of their vehicles while they're expecting you to come out that way. Then, you know, head out or head for the tunnel. I also want to show getting up on these ledges with the ghost. Let's say a decent team's got a hold on your tunnel mount here, and maybe you want to get behind them or have another route quickly to their base. If you press spacebar while driving forward in a ghost, it will raise the front end, and that will help you get over ledges like this. That was a little slow. Once you get the hang of it, you can do it fast. This is applicable on both sides, but I do think it works better on the red side. More useful there, at least. Yeah, same thing. Just press spacebar, drive forward. Boom. I'm not sure what else to recommend. If you're doing an on-foot entrance through the portals, I would make sure that a person, your second person, stays up there and tries to prevent people from either coming through the portal or sniping you while you make the solo run by yourself. I think this is a good map. I think my only complaint is the Bungie version originally had it where there was only one set of power-ups here. So first come, first serve. The 2 sets thing is a Gearbox edition. And I mean, it's fine, but you do need to learn this trick of grenading them. It can also be very useful to give
flag return.
You and a teammate both a shot at them. Like, let's say if I have a gunner, you can both get out, get your power-ups, and get moving. So I guess that's about it. I'm gonna try to make just a couple more of these with what I would consider dominant strats and other alternative strategies for vehicle CTF. Thank you for watching.